Yo, what's up, everybody? So, February happened and games were played. Now, February was a very experimental month. I played a lot of new stuff, gave some games a try for the first time, played some longer than others, but here we go. So, the first game I want to talk about, because if you are a new subscriber, thank you for subscribing. But you missed when I picked up this one. Pirates: Legend of the Black Buccaneer. This game is outlandish. It truly drops you right in there and leaves you to figure it out. Rudimentary platforming, very simple gameplay mechanics. It's a square triangle type game. Unique story. Didn't really go into like the voodoo storyline that I expected. Kind of has a weird open world feel to it. But it is it's definitely a early PlayStation 2 game, and it is. It's an early 2000 game, 2006. Well, maybe not that early, but it just has this very simplistic design scheme. It's not bad. I would give it a real solid 6.5, maybe even a 7 on a good day. Like I said, not bad, just very rudimentary. There's Pirates. Again, Pirates. And then another game I played a lot in February, which I'm probably going to end up beating. Gladiator. Sword of Vengeance. This was a gift from my brother. So far, so good. It is very cool. It's an Acclaim game. Like I said, I think this predates. I think this predates God of War by a little bit, but this is all Roman pantheon. You meet. What are the twins' names? Romulus and Rome. I think I don't remember the twins' names, but of Roman origins. Talking about Jupiter. They talk about, again. You get the whole Roman pantheon. You are the last of a dying breed. You are essentially the champion of the previous emperor, who was killed by a new emperor that is possessing some otherworldly abilities. Has you killed, and then you wake up in Elysium, which is the underworld or heaven in sorts. You get asked by the twins, and then you go on an adventure. Very simple premise. Bad guy deserves bad things. I'm into the various realms. It's a tough game. It's hard. You're not like Kratos or anything like that. You do feel like you're kind of always fighting uphill. But it's a fun game, fun mechanics. I unlock the axe. The name of the game is Pop Rage. As soon as you're given it, the second you can just pop rage, just pop rage. So there is that. Another game that I played a bunch of. It's right here. I'm actually gonna play it right now. Yeah, we'll talk about it. Rogue Trip Vacation. If you're a fan of this channel, if you've been here for a while, you know that my PlayStation 1 collection is either a bunch of Army Men, the green plastic Army Men games. These guys. A big majority of my collection is Army Men games. And car combat games. This was the era of car combat games. Rogue Trip Vacation was created by the original creators of Twisted Metal 1 and 2 after they had sold it to 989. I think that was who they became. But the single track They made the original, or they're the guys that made the original Twisted Metal. Unique game because it gives you objectives, so it's not just survive, kill everybody, survive. While yes, you got to kill everybody and survive, you got to be searching after the tourists. It's a post-apocalyptic world. You can see me in the reflection there. Post-apocalyptic world where you are cabs. It's a mixture of Crazy Taxi with Twisted Metal, but you pick them up, go to different locations to take a picture, photo op locations, while fighting off other cars. I played this growing up. This was a game I wanted to collect when I started collecting, but it's brutal. It's really hard. Until I found out that there's inputs just like Twisted Metal, where you can put on the shield, you can put on the freeze blast. So ever since I found those inputs, I've been playing it a lot more and having a lot of fun with it, going into deeper levels than I've never really even seen before. So really getting to experience this old game like it's new for me. Really fun. I'm playing as this Elvis character here. He drives like a really old, like 1950s type car with a super strong ultimate. Kind of plays like Warthog a little bit from Twisted Metal 2, but a little bit faster. So having a lot of fun with this. This is taking up a lot of my time at the end of February. But a game I wanted to talk about before this, Mech Warrior 2 on the PlayStation 1. I'm pretty sure I talked about it in the last video, but man, this game is fun. I was not expecting this game to go as hard as it does. I like the fact that this game is a unique case in that that version is the only one to ever come onto a home console. Usually it's a PC game or a arcade game, and the PlayStation 1 was the only one to receive a console release up until the 5th game that just came out in 2024 for the Xbox One, I believe. It's the fifth installment. All the other ones, that's 2. The first one was a PC and a arcade release. This one was an arcade release. The PlayStation 1 version is actually an updated version, specifically beefed up for the console release. 3 and 4, PC, and then 5th was finally back on the Xbox. So I really like the fact that it's unique in the lineup, and it's really fun to play. Just for some classic, episodic, kind of fighting giant robot combat. Just great times. It's not Titanfall or anything like that, but it's still just a fun time. Just turn your brain off. Well, not really turn your brain off, but still gets you. Just have some quality video game fun. So yeah, so those were mostly these. Played a lot more of these than anything else. So those are the games of February. Hope you enjoyed. Definitely check these two out. If you're into older games and you want to try something out that's, God of War adjacent, old school God of War, not modern God of War, old school God of War adjacent, something along the lines of like your Devil May Cry-ish, something along the lines of, you're not Ratchet and Clanks, but Blood Rain would be another game where you're just an action adventure character and you have all the abilities. Check this one out. It's made by Acclaim. They were a 2D giant, now making 3D games. And then Rogue Trip Vacation, because car combat is good and they should make more car combat games. Plus, the very first song in the game is ska, which is a unique genre to introduce into car combat game, but it fits. It really fits. It's a solid choice. So hope you enjoyed. Until next time, buenas noches.